Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to today's cast. This one was submitted by Penguin of Insanity by Team Dire. Basically, before this gets all too weird, I just want to quickly announce I am now on Twitter, as some of you might have seen from my previous HUDs. But if you haven't, go follow me on Twitter. Please go subscribe. I know I haven't showed you a whole lot yet, but please do. It all helps. It all helps in the end. So come join me on Twitter. I got some awesome stuff coming up. And we're heading into the draft. Alchemist. First pick. Rubik up second. So these guys are picking quite fast. It's all pick, by the way. In case my my little name tag is blocking the draft screen. Shadow Demon also picked up actually quite fast, which is kind of surprising. He's not usually a hero that gets picked all that often. And Earth Spirit. Oh, I've been looking forward to doing a game with him. This is gonna be rather entertaining. Usually I don't look at the heroes or the draft or the outcome before I do my cast, because it helps keeping it authentic. It helps keep me acting genuine, acting surprised when it is actually surprising. It helps. It all helps with the immersion. So that's why I am kind of surprised about the drafts, and that's why I'm doing them, because I like to get to know the basically get to know the heroes, so I'm not just jump into the game and then Kunkka is actually there. Lich, Kunkka, Shadow Fiend, all picked up by the Radiant as we're heading into the game. So we have almost all Dire heroes on Radiant, and also yeah, so let's head right on into it. Which means I gotta switch to some awesome HUD layouts. I'm also a UGC caster. If anybody are interested in watching some of their stuff, I do cast every Sunday, except for this Sunday, but does depend on a whole lot. Alright, introducing the Radiant team. We got Yob73 on the Shadow Demon, Kunkka 037, Ching Chong Chang, some Chinese letters or Japanese letters, I'm not entirely sure, with an awesome ass set and a Shadow Blade as his primary weapon. And he was given an award, so yeah, well, let's see how that goes. Question mark 31, question mark 3 is playing the Shadow Demon. Earth Spirit is picked up by Clement, and last but not least, Zilch is gonna be on your Lich. On the Dire side, we'll have an Alchemist who will be played by Penguin of Insanity. He's actually going Greevil's Greed first, which is, if it wasn't obvious, it's kinda greedy. Timber Saw, picked up by GG Karma. That means that Ursa will be played by Toby of Tobyliciously. I think that's pronounced correctly. Rubik, Whale Breeder of Entrails, will be playing him, and last but not least, Turtle of Stealthness is on the mid. This is gonna be absolutely an amazing game, I can already tell. These names are awesome. Which means that Shadow Demon's going to be stacking up against Queen of Pain on mid. If Queen of Pain can get a couple of good Shadow Strikes in, she should be good, as Shadow Fiend is not the tankiest of dudes. Especially not with the build that he's gotten. Lich will be down on the bottom lane, has not denied a creep to start out with, but, it happens. It does happen that you forget those every once in a while. Kunkka will be down on bottom lane, has not skilled anything yet, which is kind of smart, because he's not had to go in for a last hit yet. Now he's getting a bit of a rest by Timber Saw. He misses the Timber Chain, and Kunkka is able to walk out of there. Up on top lane, we'll be having the solo Earth Spirit up against an Alchemist and a Rubik. So he has skilled Unstable Concoction, so it could be for a quick gank. There you go, that's the Telekinesis, but stun is not there in time. Here it comes, but it's just not enough. They gotta coordinate that. If they gotta get it now, it's Shadow Demon in a little bit of trouble. Is he gonna throw a disruption? Not yet. Not just yet. There you go, a couple of Shadow Poisons. Clement on the Earth Spirit is still up on solo top lane. He does have Boulder Smash and Rolling Boulder, so in case he needs to get out, he can always do that. He has a couple of Stone Remnants for stuns, which is always good. I have not casted a whole lot of Earth Spirit games, but he is a cool ass hero. And not a whole lot of people know how to play him properly. But Ursa on the bottom lane looks like he's not going for a depends on what he gets next, but I don't think he's going for fast Vlads like you usually do on an Ursa. Especially not with the build that he's actually set for. Down on mid lane. It's actually getting hairy down there. We might see, yep, first blood is gonna go the way of Queen of Pain. Which means that she's gonna get all the experience from it. And Shadow Fiend's just gonna run off with nothing. And actually down the bottom lane, Shadow Demon committing way too far and getting pounded by the Ursa. Now it's Kunkka's turn. Lich is there, does not have a Frost Blast to help him out. So right now it's just body blocks. There you go, Timbersaw is coming in, but now it's all on Lich. Kunkka is gonna try for a Torrent, but not gonna be enough to save his little buddy. And it's looking very, very good for the Dire to start out, but maybe they can get a return kill here on the Ursa. Kunkka does want to go for it. It's not gonna. Oh nope, Torrent missed, but not. Oh, so close. Has spent all of his regen, so he could potentially go for it. But Timbersaw, just sheer presence blocking him out from taking that kill on Ursa. Very, very close. That must be kind of frustrating for Kunkka. Actually, at mid lane, Queen of Pain actually got Shadow Fiend once again, and this is terrible for him. He's having a bad start. He's still level 4, whereas Queen of Pain is now level 5. And on last hits, of course, Alchemist is leading. He does have some cool-ass armor, so, you know, it doesn't surprise me. Everybody knows that you gotta have skins to be a good Dota player. Everybody knows that. That's common knowledge. Shadow Demon throwing out a couple of disruptions, trying to get this little Timbersaw out of here. Remember, magic damage does not stack his reactive armor. Radioactive armor. Reactive armor. That is only right-click harass. Which means that if you gotta go spam spells up against a guy like him. Basically, you gotta go spam spells against Timbersaw. Was what I was trying to formulate, but my English is not being cooperative today. Lich has finally gotten a point in the Frost Blast and might be considering to go for a one in Ursa armor, just because Ursa and Timbersaw, and mostly Ursa, is so attack speed heavy that you gotta slow him a bit. You gotta make sure to slow him so he can actually get away in case. Oh, Earth Spirit in a lot of trouble, and Stable Concoction is hitting, but he's just hammering this Alchemist and actually ending up getting the kill. Ouchie. That's gonna be a setback for him. He did almost have his Midas. And now he's actually TPing. Nope, that's not him. He's not spawned up yet, but that is Ursa TPing bottom lane. Is gonna decide to go for the Lich up first, but gonna get repelled off by the Saddle Poison. Yes. That is the thing. Kunkka has not been having some good early game farm at all. Does only have 9 last hits compared to his actually offlane Earthshaker, who's having an awesome time up there. Playing very, very carefully, and once again, Shadow Fiend dying on mid. This is not really a surprise anymore. He's just getting picked off left and right, and not even level 6 yet. So, looks like he's going to be having quite a terrible game. At least coming out here to start out with. You don't want to mess with a level 7 Queen of Pain, especially not when she's power leveling like that. Looks like Earth Spirit will get something on the Donkey, on the Roshan. That's a pair of his boots of speed. And down the bottom lane, ouchie. Timbersaw getting destroyed. Kunkka actually DCing from the game. Now it's Shadow Demon all on his own. Getting wrecked. Almost, not even actually. The Lich there. In time, I think. Kunkka got killed. Oh, I missed a kill once again on mid. This Queen of Pain is just not done. She's gonna have his ass basically every single little time. I think Kunkka just needed like a pair of minutes to like think whether or not this game was worth continuing, seeing the fact that everybody except for Earth Spirit is getting pounded. And actually he got another kill on the Alchemist. Surprisingly, he got 2 kills on a solo offlane. That right there, guys, is how you play Earth Spirit. He's doing it very, very well. Ursa Coming in with the phase boots. Now he can actually start chasing even through the frost blast. And he's gonna come in. He wants blood, and Kunkka is actually there. He does have a torrent, but gonna decide not to use it just yet. Frozor is there to back up his little Ursa friend. Kunkka.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Earth Spirit up on top lane, actually still doing quite well. He has 18 last hits, 3 denies, 2 kills. I mean, he's the happiest man in the world right now. An Alchemist, he has got his Midas, so that should definitely increase his farm quite a lot. His GPM is almost highest, except for Queen of Pain, who's basically been having a feed fest on mid from that Shadow Fiend. She does have all of her spells ready, so if she decides to blink, he's gone. Oh, big ass fight erupting down the bottom lane. Torrent is gonna latch, but now Ursa actually getting completely pounded as the Earth Spirit TP's down the bottom lane, and that should be it. Double kill for Earth Spirit, and up on mid lane, Queen of Pain also dominating. Got a kill off on the Shadow Fiend, who's been having maybe one of the worst games of. I could imagine one of the worst early games of his life. He's died 5 times, got 1 kill, and he did not even get experience or gold for that. Or he did get a bit of gold, but no experience. So he's level 7, whereas Queen of Pain is level 9 in 8 minutes. That is a ridiculous experience per minute for this Queen of Pain. Up on top lane, the rotation from Earth Spirit did allow Alchemist to catch up on the bit of farm he lost on those 2 deaths right there. So he should be set for now. Down the bottom lane, we got Torrent into a disruption. Torrent did miss, and now the disruption is on, but Ursa does not even cannot even feel pain. That's how powerful he is. Earth Spirit has run mid. He is coming back and around, and once again getting in trouble is the Shadow Fiend. And there is a Scream Pain. She could jump. She is going to, but she could pay very ouchly dearly for that. Beautifully executed by Earth Spirit. Coming in just for the right timing with the stun. Up on top lane now, they're actually, even though they have free farm in the lane, Alec wants apparently to go jungle, and who can blame him? It's tasty in there. He does have his Chemical Rage, so he can just heal up whenever he wants to. Now Earth Spirit is up on top lane. Actually down the bottom lane, we got a bit of fighting going on. Shadow Demon did get completely obliterated, and now maybe the turn of Kunkka. Ursa is there. He's gonna run off the back there. That's one. Might decide to go for the second one. Frozor is probably gonna be the one to catch him. He does have another Timber Chain. He could go for it, but Shadow Demon is gonna come down there to help out his good old little friends. And actually Alchemist dying once again up on top lane. Ouchie, ouchie, ouchie. Now Ursa, he wants to fight. He's almost got the lift. 16 HP and made it out there, but now Shadow Fiend can really start to shine. And he got him. With no lifesteal, Shadow Fiend can easily take on an Ursa. Now Frozor is going to get maybe almost obliterated, but Queen of Pain, she's greedy. She got 2. She got a nice little double kill there. Kunkka is going to go for the chase. They can disrupt her just in case. She wants another one, but not going to get her. She was pretty much an impossible situation there. Has managed to keep up the good experience per minute. Is second to highest on net worth, with the Earth Spirit almost dominating within 11 minutes. Just completely shattering everybody. Has gone for level 11. He is the second highest leveled. I'm not even sure if that's a word, leveled. But Alchemist hopefully starting to get some good form for himself now, because he's been having it. Quite a bad early game, to say the least. Down the bottom lane, we got more fighting. Ursa really wants to get in on the Shadow Demon. Kunkka can. Does he have enough for Torrent? He does. Could potentially go for it. Ursa is just gonna eat it and get completely destroyed by the Kunkka.
The devil's a pay.
Completely and utterly destroyed. And that was the actually Kunkka building a pair of drums. As you can see up on top lane, Earth Spirit going for the Alk and getting the double kill, and now he's godlike. Within 11 minutes, you got a godlike Earth Spirit. He is doing so well. Ouchie. This is painful as an alchemist. You just cannot get farm because there is a goddamn Earth Spirit dominating you. Queen of Pain just got smashed by actually Shadow Fiend got that kill, so finally getting a bit of redemption for his poor early game with a 2-6-4. Down the bottom lane, Timbersaw is in the woods. He does want to go for it. I don't think he wants to. That is, after all, a level 7 Kunkka with a ghost ship. And actually, Clement, there you go. That's the ghost ship coming in. Is it going to connect? It is, and that should be an easy pick. Now Ursa, I don't think he wants to go in. Maybe he actually does. Maybe he's crazy. Who knows? Rubik actually got the first step of this game, and now Earth Spirit is in the woods. They do want to go for him. They could. There you go. That's the stun. Into the boulder. Lots of chain stuns, and that should be the end of Ursa. Yep, easily. With the Earth Spirit Blade Mail. That just was pretty much a breeze for him. So now they can really start getting a push going, I feel. With the Kunkka having a couple of points into his typing, and they can start pushing a bit. And start getting some towers done. Queen of Pain is in a very, very good spot for the kill, but Shadow Rune or Invisibility, Rune of Invisibility, has been acquired by the Shadow Fiend, who has of course gone bottle. Net worth currently, of course, 7k is Earth Spirit worth right now. He is probably if you kill him, you'll probably get close to 1k gold from actually taking him out, which makes him such a juicy target. They do want to go for it. There you go. That's the disruption. Shadow Fiend moving into position, and yep, gonna be able to blink out. I don't think they can chase under the tower, and down the bottom lane, they got a tri-push going on. Rubik coming down. If they can get a lift in on possibly the Kunkka, they could quite possibly take him out, but they're scattered right now. Don't know what Rubik is doing in there, and Ursa's just taking jungle camps. So Timbersaw actually a good spot to fight. If they can get the Ursa down there, they could potentially take it. They just gotta do it before the Shadow Demon arrives, and there you go. Coming in, Torrent actually gonna miss, but not gonna mount a whole lot unless this Timbersaw decides to continue. Got up on top lane, or a Spirit jumping in onto the Alk. You should be able to get him, and there you go. Was probably hoping for the deny, but down the bottom lane, Boat is released, and Ursa trying to go ham, but the damage might be too much for him. Oh wow, Rubik actually got Boat. Does not have the mana to deal with it, and quick rotation down from Earth Spirit does secure him a further godlike spree and a double kill. This man is on fire, I'm telling you. That's a 3-for-0. And Earth Spirit got 2 of those kills. Holy wow. Holy hell. Oh, actually, Queen of Pain is well tied on mid lane to the Shadow Fiend, who she's been dominating very, very probably from early on in the game. And this is looking kind of bad. She is rushing a naked Aghanim Scepter, which is not always the best choice. You might want to go for something like an Orchid first, and then turn that into an Aghanim Scepter so you can get the reduced cooldown. But as a rush, I don't think it's that good on Queen of Pain. Especially with your Earth Spirit trucking. You want to make sure to take him out of the fight and get some damage in on him, which the Orchid is going to do.
Thanks to you.
So now they can start pushing. Timbersaw is down there. Torrent is going to latch, and there you go. That's the Boat. Should connect. Boom. He's gone. Lich actually picking up this kill. So they should be able to push now if they wanted to. Tower is pretty naked. But gonna decide to fall back. Shadow Fiend now sitting on 2k gold. He's probably going for Blink Dagger first, seeing the fact that he has not been getting an armlet or an amulet, Shadow Amulet.
What have we here?
Alchemist trying to farm his way up to the top. He is going for a Maelstrom first, which is very, very common. There are a couple of choices. Some go Basher first, but Maelstrom is just gonna help you farm so much. There you go, Earth Spirit. He's going greedy. He got Boulder. So he's actually able to get out. That's a free 4 staff for Rubik. Right there. No Spirit. He's rotating top. I think he wants the blood of the Alk.
Tower is under attack.
Just to try to completely kill his farm. And this should be possible. There you go. That's the one boulder. That's the number 2. And now the good old little pouncy pounce. What is it called? Geomagnetic grip. I am not going to remember that whatsoever. He did get the grip in, and now he's actually going for an ultimate orb, which I wonder what it's going to get turned into.
Dire's top
He
tower
does
is
have a
under
lot of choices. Seeing the fact that his farm has been so good, he's basically been farming heroes. Could go Scotty, could go Sheepstick. He has a lot of options. He's more of a disabler, so I'd feel he would probably be better off with the Sheepstick, especially because of mana reasons. He should not have anything in the stash. Shadow Fiend is gonna go in on this kill on Timbersaw, and they're easy pickings. Ursa actually soloing Roshan right now, but they don't seem to notice. Now they do. They're bringing him out. This is gonna hurt. Ursa able to get the Aegis in time, but gonna get killed immediately. And there you go. The torrent is a bit off, but nevertheless, they're gonna be able to get him quite easily.
Penetrating cold.
And now, actually, I just heard it. Okay, that was only a scream.
tower is under attack.
Not a Sonic Wave, and there you go. That's the Ags done. Again, I don't think it's that good of an item. Just because you gotta get an Orchid. You gotta get something that boosts yourself, especially when you're this heavily relied upon, because Ursa is not getting a whole lot of farm. Alk is doing okay-ish. And Queen of Pain is like, they're probably their number 2 in this game, because Ursa's not getting any farm, and this tower is gone. Very, very fast, very, very easily. Shadow Fiend actually picking up the gold for this. But in the meantime, actually up on top lane, Alk did manage to solo push in the tower. Boat is gonna get dodged. Rupik does have his own boat, but that's gonna be off as well. And now Sonic Wave is gonna connect, but not gonna do a whole lot of damage. Queen of Pain able to blink out, but not before they lost both the Timbersaw and the Rupik. But actually Ursa, he's now in trouble. He does not have an Aegis. That got popped earlier, and now Queen of Pain is jumping in. She wanted to kill, managed to get one, but she might be paying with a bit too much, and definitely not worth it. Or perhaps depends on how you want to look at it. It is a carry for support. You gotta keep that in mind, which is never a good situation.
Tower is under attack.
So now this should actually be, this Radiant team are in a very, very good spot. I would say that the Dire team's draft was more solid, but this is actually working out quite well for them. They do lack quite a lot of team fight. They have Rupik, who can steal a boat, and a Lich Ulti. And then they have Queen of Pain, who does have Sonic Wave, but that's also about it. Timber's always coming in. The Chakram is actually not bad in team fights, so that's gotta use it correctly.
Regeneration.
Throw it in there, just sit around for a little bit, and then pull it back, and then jump in, and then throw stuff. You want to make sure that you survive it, and
Tower is under attack.
Al could get his Maelstrom recipe for him right now, but it seems like you want to go for Hyperstone. Boot was dropped, but ended up missing in the end, so not really a whole lot to do about that. Ursa is gonna run into a Lich. Should get a bit of backup. Shadow Demon is gonna try to go for the disruption, but there you go. That's the vortex, or that's the torrent. And actually, Queen of Pain coming in with the Sonic Wave, turning everything around. Lich ulti only gonna hit once. And now, yep, that's the kill from Frost Blast, but Kunkka should fall at the end of this. Pretty much, he's trying to see if he can work his way around it. There you go. Actually, oh, he did fall in the end by the Rupik, but very, very close to actually making it out. Is working on a BKB, as you can tell. Earth Spirit, that should be
Dire's top tower is under attack.
does have his ultimate orb incoming, or is, yeah, that's going to Secret Shop. Does almost have enough for a or does he have enough for Mystic Staff? I do not remember. There you go. He does have enough now for Mystic Staff. And that should be the Sheepstick, yep. So that's gonna really, really hurt the Ursa and the Elk. In the sense that they can get nothing done whatsoever. This dude is on fire. He's 17-0 to 5. He's not died yet. This dire team has to deal with him. Oh. Ouchie, 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 Timbersaw. You just got shreked. They're just tumbling on this dire team, or this Radiant team. Clement jumping in. Is gonna get a couple of hits off. There you go. That's the sheepstick coming into effect, and that's a dead Queen of Pain. Now Alchemist, he wants to join in on the fun. There you go. That's the telekinesis. That's the lift, and they might be able to get him. Not yet though. He is not gone. Defensive disruption. Ass gone. And there you go. That's the Shadow Fiend saving his nobody there. That's almost a full 5-man wipe. Only Ursa is not there, and he should probably not go in, which seems like he's intending to do. He's gonna try to go for the Conga. He could pay dearly for this. This is the Torrent. And now Shadow Fiend comes in to finish up the job. Almost at least. There you go. Did a bit of help from Mitch. So you could technically call that a full 5-man wipe. Except for the fact that Timbersaw managed to respawn before he was dead. He's 0-10-4 this Timbersaw. He's not been having a good game. With 25 last hits. That's not good. That is not good at all.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Sorry about my little absence there. I have to make sure that I can actually breathe while I do this casting. Right now, I'm a bit stuffed. I've just been sick for a week, so I gotta get my nose back in shape so I can actually like sound decent when I try to talk and not sound like a fucking duck like I usually do. Rupik is going for Ring of Regen. That's gonna get turned into a Force Staff, but Shadow Demon is quite possibly going to prevent that, as he's going to go toe-to-toe with the Rupik. He's going to get back up from Claimant, who's going to claim another kill. 18-0-9. Ouchie. That's one hell of an Earth Spirit. And actually, Shadow Demon, or Shadow Fiend, finally getting his shit back in order, is going to go toe-to-toe with the Ursa, and there's your weakness. There's Shadow Fiend's weakness. He's actually going to get maybe the kill in the end. Disruption was there. Boat is gonna come in. BKB is gonna save him for now. They're actually gonna be able to not get him, and that's a this is going terrible for the Dire team. They're 20k experience down, a minute 24, 14k gold. Ouch. Even Ursa is less formed than Lich. That just tells you something. He did actually never finish the full item except for face boots. He has a lot of composites like a Robo Magic, Bracer, Morgan Mask, which can turn into a number of things, but he just has not been doing it. And that's the tier 2 middle tower gone. They have to pull something out of the bag in this Dire team, otherwise this is a stomp. Sorry my voice just sounded like a teenager there, but oh, ouchie, the boat coming and killing two. Beautiful boat by Kunkka. There you go, that's the telekinesis, but it's not really going to latch on as Ursa is now going to get completely decimated by the Shadow Demon and the Earth Spirit combined. Sonic Wave coming in from the Queen of Pain. She is trying to make something happen, but it just isn't happening. Rupik almost getting down from one hit. There you go, now she's blinking and actually getting a kill. But Earth Spirit almost wants to join in on the fun. Could have gone Boulder, but apparently didn't want to. And this is looking very, very bad for this Dire team. They're not having an easy time coping with basically everybody right now of the Radiant team. Especially not Ursa. I mean, he's 5-10-3. He's not been having a good time. And jungle is currently claimed by... Actually, it's claimed by Shadow Fiend. But whenever Shadow Fiend is not there, it's Alex. who has gotten the Mjolnir. They need to ride this home off the back of the Alk, I feel. He's the one who needs the big items, who needs to deal with the Shadow Fiends and the Kunkkas and the Earth Spirits. They just need to make sure that he does not die. And right now, they're actually spreading their damage over quite a lot of different heroes. They need to focus one and then move on to the next. Try to save their own spells. And now Shadow Fiend needs to be in big trouble. This should be an easy kill. He got way too deep. And that's just sloppiness, giving away 833 gold to the Ursa. And Roche is actually back up. That should be the... Nope, he's going for drums. Drums first, Blats later. Which is not really a good option in my eyes. I mean, he needs the lifesteal. It does give him a little bit of attack speed and a little bit of agility, or like move speed, but you really want... Oh, Queen of Pain. Ugh. That looked kind of nasty. That was basically a rape. If you look at it. Kunkka. Actually going for a Hyperstone first, which is kind of surprising. Maybe turning into a Soul Cuirass or something. Has gotten the BKB, which you could potentially use in dire situations. It's not that good against this particular lineup, just because of basically Sonic Wave. Fair enough, but Alk is physical. Timber is pure. Ursa is physical. And Rubik, don't think he can telekinesis, but he's not really a force to be reckoned with right now. The only person you're really buying the BKB for is Queen of Pain, who's not that big of a threat because she's just been completely screwing up so far. Except for the basically the early game when she had a ridiculous amount of kills. There you go. Actually, they might get something done here. Kunkka is going to get caught out. Alk is going to get blocked by his own creeps, but there you go. That's the stun. Double stun into the turret, into the boat, and that should be one. At least, there you go. He went down by the hand of the Lich, and there you go. Alchemist picked up by the Earth Spirit as the second. Earth Spirit 21-0-16. I have a hard time seeing them lose this. A very, very hard time. Ursa is trying for Roshan, has gotten a double damage from to help him out. Queen of Pain is running around. They might just want to let this tower go and just try to defend elsewhere. It's going to try to go for the deny. Nope, actually just going to go for Sonic Wave. It's going to get pinned in place. There you go, that's one stun. Izza and X marks the spot, and she should be dead. There you go. Shadow Fiend actually trying to take bottom. He should be pretty gone. Telekinesis into Ursa Rage should be enough to take care of him. There you go, Ursa's going to be picking him up. But there was actually almost a highway to their top tower. And this is looking very, very grim. Because 51-18. And Alk has died. He's 0-10-0. And he's not spending his might a whole lot. This is not good. This is not good at all. Courier coming to Rubik with his Force Staff finally. So now he's actually a bit mobile compared to what he was earlier. Now Alk does have a couple of stacks he can deal with. Could potentially try to fast farmer by using up his Chemical Rage. But who needs faster farm anyway? There you go. Popped it on. Ursa taking Ancients. I'm not really sure. Has gone for Blink Dagger. He has, which is very, very common. Has finished up his Vlad, so he's slowly getting on the right track again. Now Shadow Fiend and the Lich. There's 3-on-3 with the Earth Spirit there to help him out in case stuff gets hairy. He's gonna jump in now. There you go. That's a stun. Double stun. It is 4 versus 3 though. Not good odds for the Radiant. There you go. Lich Ultimate is not gonna bounce. He should have gone for the guys down at the down south. Kunkka is in position for a fight. He does want to go for it. Now there you go. That's the boat coming in. Gotta kill off the Timber Saw, and now they gotta chase down the Queen of Pain. But Alchemist coming in. Want to go ham. Boom. Boat. Not gonna hit. And Ursa just chopping away at the Earth Spirit. They actually got him, and they got the Alchemist as well. That was the turn that they needed. A poorly executed team fight from the Radiant. And now this Alch. He is on a roll. He does have a Basher. He has a Mjolnir. He's second in net worth. They just forgot about him. They just totally forgot about him. And he's got to push. He's got to come down and help with the push, because they're not getting anything accomplished before they have that bottom tier 2 tower. Unless he wants to go mid. It just doesn't really seem like it. 1 minute and 19 seconds. That is the shortest rush coming up. I'm really wondering if Alch is going to go total and full on Abyssal Blade first, or if he's going to go for like an AC in the meantime. Could potentially be. It does actually get you your it does get you to your max attack speed. Almost. It does indeed help a lot. And Kunkka has actually gone for his own AC. So that is definitely going to be helping everybody on this entire team out, especially on a Shadow Fiend, who's going for an ultimate orb. Could potentially get turned into Scotty. Is going to help out with the stats. So I'll definitely see that as an option. Ursa has gone for BKB. Or is going for BKB. And Alch just chopping away at this. He is getting fat and farmed. Level 17. How are we doing on levels? Hero levels 21, 21, 18. He's pretty much in the middle. Malcolm in the middle. He is up on the max number of last hits. There you go. Earth Spirit coming in. Gonna come in with the stun. Alch in a lot of trouble. Boat from Rubik is gonna actually connect onto the Earth Spirit. He might be able to get at least a bit of a return kill here. Nope. Not even. There you go. Lich Ulti is gonna finish him off. And Shadow Demon actually gonna fall earlier here. Alch did manage to get him, and there you go. Ursa actually blinking in out of Lich. He should be able to grab him. Not even. Lich actually went. Nope, that's Triangles. Thought he went phases. There you go. Shadow Fiend coming in with the ultimate. Is gonna hit all of them, but Ursa is BKB'd. Running in is Rubik, and he's just gonna get completely destroyed by the Shadow Fiend, as well as the Queen of Pain. Gonna get completely decimated. And now Ursa, he wants to go toe to toe with the Shadow Fiend, and he's actually doing quite well. There's the Hex coming in, and Earth Spirit, he's still on fire. He did die once, but he's still going, ending a domination streak. And they found Timbers off. Ouchie. That was a team wipe that you did not want to happen. They could potentially finish it soon. Sorry if you guys hear weird noises in the background. That is because I am drinking. Actually drinking soup, if you will. Because, yeah. Because my throat. It helps with the, it helps keeping my voice healthy. So, Earth Spirit. Trundling down mid lane with the Haste Rune. Has gone for an Aghanim Scepter, which is very, very common, especially on him. Alchemist. Running away into the jungle. Did have enough of a, was able to use his Midas. There you go. He is X marks. He's in the X mark, and there you go. Into the nope. Actually got a miss, but that's only because of the stun. So now he's gonna have to chop away at Kunkka. Actually gonna get him in the end. And now, actually nicely done. Rubik stealing X marks to spot, and there's gonna be trouble for the Earth Spirit. Though Timberchain is gonna miss. Now Shadow Fiend going more of his BKBs. Now he wants, I think he wants to go high ground. Chase is gonna go on. Level 12 Timbersaw versus level 23 Earth Spirit. Should be quite an easy kill. Oh, nice disruption mid-chain. They should be able to get him now. Easily. That's the sheep stick. He's just waiting outside. There's the stun, and that's it. But actually back on the middle lane here, Shadow Fiend got a bit greedy and actually got killed. So he's not invincible. Now Ursa, he's coming in for the Lich. Unfortunate bounces there. Ultimate is gonna go out onto the Shadow Demon. They do not he does not really want to go toe to toe with the Earth Spirit. That means that the Shadow Fiend is gonna pay with his own life instead.
Is under attack.
So Ursa is starting to get it together now. Earth Spirit does not really want to tangle.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Roshan is up in about half a minute, so Ursa will definitely be looking to take it there. Does have 2.2k gold in the bank.
Under attack.
How's Alk doing? He does almost have his AC, his Assault QS, which means he has room enough for one more slot. Plus, he can sell his Midas. But he's really, really hitting hard now. And really, really hitting fast. He's hitting 3 times per second. Which is called ouch in common language. Penguin of Insanity. Timbersaw still actually working on an Aghanim. He's been going at this for a while. Experience per minute, he's the lowest on the board. Has just not been able to accomplish anything this game whatsoever. Actually, Lich in second position has gone for Mystic Staff. I wonder what this is going to get turned into. He does have a couple of options, but seeing the fact that they already have a Sheep Stick, he might be wanting to go for one more for the Elk, who has now gotten his Assault Cuirass. So he has 2 big items finished: Assault Cuirass and Mjolnir. So now he needs to turn that into an Abyssal Blade and then 2 other items. And actually, Shadow Fiend has gotten his Scotty now, so now he's going to be all big and scary. Run away! You're fast, piggy. Go, Timber. There's a patrolling mid lane. He's probably gonna bump into the Shadow Demon here. Nope. Might actually bump into the entirety of the Dire Radiant team. He is gonna be able to blink out in time. Shadow Demon is gonna hit the disruption, so now they want to definitely go for him. BKB is popped. Earth or Shadow Fiend is popping his BKB as well, but I don't think that's gonna save him. It's gonna be the body box of his friends, and almost gonna get completely destroyed there. He does want to go in. Shadow Fiend could go for a couple of more hits on him, and now he's up on the high ground. He's impossible to get. Although, joining in is the Queen of Pain with the Sonic Wave. Earth Spirit going for a kill. He's actually gonna manage to get one. And now the outcome's a bit late. Ursa is still alive down there, and there you go. That should be the end. That is actually the end of the Earth Spirit. And now the chase is on. Does go for 2 for 3. Very, very close. Very, very close. They did get their top farmers out of there. And Alk actually taking the lead here on the forming board. He does have Chemical Rage, so now he can just heal up off killing him, off of killing people. Lich does not have Triangle Boots for a good little while, so he's going to be completely and utterly destroyed. That's the stun, and that should be it. He does have possibly enough for Heart. I would say a Heart would not be bad in this game whatsoever, because he is super squishy. Conka does probably see him. No, he definitely does. Looks like, what is he gonna be going for? He is gonna go full on Abyssal Blade. Just damage, damage, damage. That's one way to win a game. That is just go straight for damage. Shadow Demon. Alright, Alk. What are you up to? Shadow Fiend. Gonna be able to blink away in time. Almost got in a little bit of trouble there. Alk is actually gonna end up stunning himself, but not really gonna matter because he is in Chemical Rage. Does want to clear out the Screed Wave. Nope, he does actually want to go for Shadow Fiend. Is not gonna be able to catch him, and now joining in on the fun is Kunkka. Actually gonna dodge the little Sonic Wave there, and there you go. That's Cyclone into a boat, and that should be the end of the Alk. And now this is the turn of Queen of Pain. She is able to blink away. X marks the spot. Is gonna pull her back. There it is. And now Shadow Fiend's able to pick her off with the only losing Shadow Demon. Roshan picked up by Ursa, who just realized he did not have inventory space.
Of the first bear burns in
There is a cheese. Yep, there you go. Courier, you can take that cheese as well. So there's cheese on the courier. Gotta remember that. Gotta keep that in mind. That's probably gonna go on the Alk, I would say. Or the Queen of Pain could potentially be. But the push is gonna come in on mid lane, and they are not back just yet. Alk cannot afford a buyback. Nobody except for Queen of Pain can afford a buyback. And this middle tower should fall pretty certainly. Now it's the turn of the melee racks. This Radiant team who've just been trembling from the start of the mid game have been losing quite a bit of momentum, but are still decently in control. Conka has gone for Beaver for that heart of his, which is gonna increase basically everything he's got by quite a lot. Rubik is gonna get slowed. There you go. That's actually an ulti committed. That might be a mistake there, little lich. Because now the Alt comes in. And he hurts. Ursa also coming in. Both on BKBs. And now they're just going to completely tear this Earth Spirit to pieces. Gonna almost share the kill. Ursa is going to be able to pick up the final kill. Boat is coming in. Only going to latch onto the Timber Saw. And Ursa, he's just going to keep hammering. Or at least try to. Shadow Fiend is still in the area. Surprising enough. Slow is going to come in from Ursa, and that should be the end of that. And now Kunkat does have his heart now. With his newfound heart, he's going to try for... Nope, he's actually just going to run away. Trigger BKB and run away. Going to catch the Queen of Pain in the Vortex. And there you go. He should be fish food. Get it? Fish food. Puns are real when you're tired. Actually, Ursa, he's going for a... Oh, that does actually work, because that is... Oh, right, yeah, he is going for a for Scotty. It does work because Vladimir's offering is not a unique attack modifier. Had he gone for something like a Helm of Dominator or a Satanic or something like that, Mask of Madness, that would have been a unique attack modifier, and that would have cancelled out the Scotty... So, excuse me, long day. Never mind that. The important thing is that Dire are trying to get their game together. They're only down by 5k, and that's pretty much the towers with the buildings that they've been losing. So now Ursa is taking Ancients. Rubik has actually gone for Blink Dagger, so he's just gone full on mobility. Timber Saw closing in on finishing his very, very late ags. And Alchemist has gone for BKB, which I don't really blame him for. Should possibly sell his Hand of Midas next. I would still say for a heart. Just because, I mean, it's a heart. He's gaining so much experience from that. And he's really, really able to utilize his own strength in the team fights. Now he's going in. There you go. That's done. It's not very long. Alchemist, he wants to go for blood. BKB is pop, but he's still slowed from the shadow poison. And here we go, Alk. Wants to go ham. Cannot really find anyone. Bolt is gonna land on 2. Now Conka, he's coming in. Might be the next bit of food, but he's gonna get picked, the Alk. And now he's actually gonna be going for the Shadow Fiend. He's able to get the kill. Nope. Lucky bounces there. Unfortunate, very, very unfortunate bounces all of a sudden. And Alk gonna get decimated by the Shadow Fiend ultimate. Ursa even gonna die. Did not realize that Blade Mail actually hurts when you hit it. So, you know, that's a bit of a mistake. But they did all in all come out pretty well on top. This Dire team. Rubik is going to try to retreat back. Queen of Pain has almost spent her ultimate yet. It is back up and running, but she is quite possibly going to get picked off. There you go, that's a stun. Should be coming for another stun now. Going to be able to blink away up the high ground. Shadow Demon. It's not going to be able to carry out the chase. Ursa. Mr. Ursa. is actually farming up quite well. He's doing very, very decently for himself. Has gotten his net worth quite high. Is above Kunkka, which is something. He's not at the top of the leaderboards, but there's like it's very, very hard to outdo a farming alchemist. Earth Spirit, I feel, is not super far away. He has kind of slowed down here. He's probably best in the mid game because he is so ability based. But Shadow Fiend is he's still below bottom. He's still below that Queen of Pain. That Scotty really cost him a lot to build. So he needs to start considering what to do next. What should I get? Should I get an Orchid? Should I get a Shadow Blade? Should I get, you gotta go along the lines of those paths. Possibly, I would say at Daedalus, you gotta increase that damage. He needs more damage. Or Lifesteal could potentially be one as well. I do not see Lifesteal on this team at all, so Lifesteal would definitely be an option. Because that means that he's gonna be able to outlast Ursa, just because of the higher damage output that he's able to produce. It is not by much, though. It is not by much. That means that it should have almost exactly the same in agility, very, very close. Down the bottom lane, things might get hairy. They're competing for the Roshan pit, but Rosh is not up for another minute and possibly like 10-15 seconds. Earth Spirit tumbling in. Is gonna maybe go for the Ursa first. Has actually gone for a Beaver, but now he's just gonna completely dismantle Kunkka and rip him apart. Rip him to shreds. There you go, that's Shiva's guard getting popped. Another Shiva's getting popped. Queen of Pain coming in with the Sonic Wave, but here's the boat. It's gonna connect onto the Timber Saw. That should be dead meat for him, but now Alchemist, he's coming in from the south. Has used his Abyssal Blade to get one, and now he's gonna be duking it out with the Earth Spirit. Does not have the Blade Mail for another couple of seconds. Shadow Fiend's gonna fall by the Ursa, but there you go. That is your, that's your Lich gone, and this is starting to turn around. This Elk is getting out of hand. 4.5k gold. He is so far ahead now. They're not gonna catch him. And he's just soloing through backdoor protection on a tower. Had he had his Chemical Rage, that would have been quite a breeze for him to do. There you go, now he's trying for it. Actually, Ursa got Kunkka down on bottom lane. Kunkka apparently wanted to try to defend against this lane, and now like he really wants to be able to utilize that Chemical Rage, and this tower is gonna fall very, very easily. That's the fortification. Alec keeping it going. Has 5k gold in the bank. This man is amazing. Was off to a really, really bad start, but in the end he's just come through. He's been ripping everybody to shreds, chopping limbs off left and right, and now they're gonna be able to retreat out, which is probably a good idea. They have an open mid lane. They have a top tower that has been taking a bit of a beating. Bottom lane just needs to fall, and they've got it. Because right now, I mean, unless Shadow Fiend gets his farm going and gets his motor running again, they're not going to be able to fight it, because Earth Spirit has run out of juice. He still has an incredible score, but he has basically run out of juice. And Queen of Pain is building for Dagon. I mean, she can only get better. She's actually having a higher damage output than Shadow Fiend. Not in terms of actually in terms of damage per second, almost. Let's see, that is 247. It is very, very close. She almost has a higher damage output as Shadow Fiend. Plus, she has better abilities.
What have we here?
This is looking very, very good. Very, very promising for the Dire team, even though the Radiant are this far ahead. Timbersaw. Able to run away. Has finished up his Aghanim Scepter. Is going for Bloodstone next. He's still level 16, so he's one of the most underleveled guys in the game so far. Ursa finally finishing up his heart. There you go. That is a boat and Torrent going into nothing, but Alchemist is alone in there. So, no surprise he got picked off. Experience minute, you guys see the experience graph, right? That just went below 0. Gold in the Dire's favor now. That's what happens when you don't finish with mid-game heroes. They needed to finish faster. And now they're gone because with Lich, he's only now building an axe. Which means that it's going to take a while for him to get going. Earth Spirit does have enough for one more slot, but it's not going to help him that much. Kunkka is the one. Kunkka and Shadow Fiend are the ones they got to rely on, and their farm is just not good enough. Now we're going to be having a massive fight down here on bottom lane. Timbersaw is ready. He has prepared his soul. There you go. Ursa is going to get completely thrown out of the fight. And there you go. That's a big ass Shadow Fiend ultimate, but not really going to hurt anybody. Ursa is going to get turned into a pig. There you go. That's the Timbersaw falling. So 1 for 1 as of right now. Shadow Fiend is going to try to TP out. It's going to manage, but Ursa can't go ham. He does have overpower. That's the second boat. It's going to hurt the Shadow or the Earth Spirit a little bit. They're trying to retreat out. Should be able to get done. Yep, there you go. That's the Shadow Fiend. Dealt with and taken care of. So that's 2 for 1. And note that both those supports are higher than this guy. So definitely a good outcome for Ursa and company. Actually, Shadow Fiend, surprisingly enough, buying a BKB with this stuff. I would have expected a Daedalus, but there is no True Strike on this. He does not need True Strike. Which is why Crystals would have been so much better. And there's like nothing really to cancel. There are no channeled abilities except for Alchemist, which of course move. So I don't really see why the MKB and not the Basher into Abyssal Blade or Daedalus. Value is pretty much the same, but you just get more out of it. Especially seeing the fact that now he only has one actual slot left, which is turning his power treads into a pair of BOTs and then selling his Channel Portal Scroll. Queen of Pain is attempting to get up to speed on farm. She does have a level 3 Dagon, which does hurt quite a lot, especially if you're a Lich. That's 1500 plus the Sonic Wave, which is 5. Ouchie. That's 1100 damage right there in your face. And the cooldown's only 40 seconds with the axe, so that right there is definitely ouchie. And down on bottom lane, Alki wants blood, just is not fast enough to avoid the slow. Ursa getting pounded is actually going to get completely and utterly dismantled. But Alchemist, and now the rest of the squad joins. Boat in from Rupik, and now they're going to be able to take out everybody. 2 dead, 3 dead, 4 dead. And now Chunkia has retreated out. He does still have a boat, which is only 40 seconds of cooldown, but this right here might be it. There you go, that's the boat. Triple lands it. Beautiful boat, but is it enough? Alchemist trying to go crazy on these guys. Timbersaw able to throw 1 chakram, not really gonna amount to a whole lot. Alchemist channeling a stun. Should be able to go, yep, that's on the Earth Spirit, and he should be pretty much gone. Almost. Is very, very low, but Kunkka does not have a way of escaping. And that's a boat, that's gonna connect them, that should be it. That right there, I think, is GG. The comeback is real. You have not seen anything. That was 25k experience just gone. And now Al can really start putting his hand together and actually creating some damage, because he is 6 slotted with 6k gold to spare. 300 last hits. And Ursa, who is dead, is going to be turning his helm with the Dominator into a Satanic, which he has potentially got. That's a boat that's actually going to connect on 2. Alchemist going to come out of the disruption now, so he is going to completely tear this Lich to shreds. Does still have his Abyssal Blade stun. I would possibly use it on the guy who stuns everybody, the Earth Spirit. Could go for him, looks like he's going to. There you go. That's the stun popped. Alchemist though, he's still alive in there. They aren't gonna be trying for it. Yep. Almost got him. Shadow Fiend there to clear up the rest. Alchemist actually buying back, which is kind of surprising. But that right there just dipped from 20k to 20k in a matter of no time. Oh, this is tasty for Kunkka. I feel it's a mistake he hasn't really gone crits. Just because if you crit, Battle Fury is actually quite good as well because it stacks with your Tidebringer, so you do more damage to the creeps around you than you do to the creep you actually hit. Ursa is going to go for the Roshan, which is not super uncommon. Does not have a slot for it, which he of course remembered a bit too late. But now Queen of Pain is going to come in to take it.
Immortality.
And Timber's not going to be able to pick up the cheese. So this is definitely not good for Team Radiant. They're having quite a lot of trouble coping with both the Alk and the Ursa. And especially the Queen of Pain, it just seems like they forget about her, and she is actually quite powerful. Which is not a mistake you really want to be making. There you go, stun is channeling. It's gonna actually choose to go for the Lich. Ursa not able to blink just yet, there you go. Should be able to do it now. This I feel is the final battle. Rupik is back, possibly just to defend, which is alright. Now, yep, Elk is actually out of there. He does not want to fight. He's going for top lane. I think he wants to just push in. As of right now, I don't think he's too keen on fighting on the back foot without Rupik there. 4 against 5, which is never good. But it might cost him the life of the Queen of Pain. There you go, there she is. Is going to be able to pop the Shiva's guard. And ouchie, this is gonna hurt. This is gonna get brought back into the fight and the fray, and everybody are pretty much gonna die. But in the meantime, they are forgetting about the Alec, who is currently gonna be starting to chop away at their top tower. And this is an angry Alec. He's fast. And there you go. That is your Kunkka. It's gonna be able to do a double stun. Did not really chain that well, but it's gonna be able to chop off almost 1,000 health off him. And now Alec just does not really give a shit whatsoever. That's the Torrent. And Ursa gonna come in to help out his little buddy. Now they want to be going up for the Shadow Fiend, and they should be a pretty easy kill. There you go. They only have a 5-second PKB, and that's 4 gone. That's GG. They managed it. They turned it around from 25 to 0 in experience, and from 20 to 20. And there you go. That's the Lich. That is a full 5-man wipe. Ow. That right there is just rubbing it in. So now those are middle tower squad. I would not really fuck around in their base, even though that it is pretty much over. And now this tower, this last little Rax, Ancient is gonna fall. And now channeling is stunned. So that's he's gonna look super silly. And boom, there you go. So that was it. Alright, little post message. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel. I get super motivated every single time somebody does. It really helps me keep going. And it's not really easy when you got school and friends to worry about on the sidelines. So please do go ahead and do that. Link to my Twitter as well, where I'll be posting daily posts, is down in the description below. And I got some new and exciting content coming up very, very soon. So please do, everybody, or not everybody, please do me a favor and do the subscribe and watch my videos, because I love bringing entertainment to you guys. That's why I do this. That's what really keeps me going. The fact that you guys enjoy my content, and the fact that I have the privilege to create it. So that's pretty much it for me. I'll be signing off here in a second. So see y'all next time. If I could get this damn thing to work.